The other thing that happened next game against the Pelicans, first NBA career start for Jaylon Tyson. Became the first rookie to tally 16 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals in a single game in his first game, first rookie, since Brad Daugherty, who was the number 1 overall pick back in '87. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals against Boston. Kenny Atkinson kind of on the thought process of getting Jaylon Tyson into the starting lineup against the Pelicans.
I'll give our assistant coaches credit. They really pushed to put him in the starting lineup. And I was fighting it. I said, wait a second, he hasn't really played at all. I'm not, I was a little pretty unsure, and they pushed and pushed. I was in the elevator with DeMar Carroll, and he goes, hey, we got to start Jaylon because it's important for a young guy to be around vets to start. And I thought that was great. That's why you have a staff. It's a great suggestion that really helped him get off to a good start.
Chris, the other thing, it's kind of he listens, that Kenny Atkinson, but guys are ready when they, Ty Jerome, everybody seems to be prepared when they are given the opportunity.
It's a big deal, Dave. They have so many playable guys in this potential rotation. And that's what you're going to need throughout the course of an 82-game grind. That's what you're going to need if you have this big picture plan to try and get Donovan Mitchell through this 82-game grind in a better mental and physical state than what he was last year. Same thing with Jared Allen, same thing with Evan Mobley. So Kenny Atkinson, the minute that he took over as head coach for JB Bickerstaff, he said, we're going to celebrate depth. We're going to play 10, 11 guys. And we have probably 13 or 14 that could be playing in the NBA. So when you don't have Sam Merrill, you don't have Isaac Okoro, Dean Wade, Max Strus, all those guys are missing all at the same time. Jaylon Tyson is not them. Jaylon Tyson has a different skill set. He's not as talented as them. But you feel like you have a playable guy where you're not going to lose so much drastically by going to him in the starting lineup or giving him 25 to 30 minutes or something along those lines. And it gives Kenny Atkinson the kind of freedom to navigate this schedule the way that ultimately he wants to. It gives Jaylon Tyson an opportunity to get minutes in a situation where otherwise he wouldn't, because he's just caught up in a numbers game. But all these guys, whether it's Craig Porter Jr., whether it's Ty Jerome, whether it's Jaylon Tyson, whether it might be Luke Travers down the road, it's just a situation where when you get these opportunities, you're going to have to capitalize. You're going to have to prove that you're ready for them. And that's not an easy role for an NBA player. It's not easy to sit there and say, well, you're not going to play for 14 straight games, but here you go. Here's your opportunity. Make the most of it. But if you have guys that are capable of doing that, and Jaylon Tyson stepped up and did that, and Craig Porter has stepped up and done that, going from DNPs to, consistent rotational minutes, given the injuries that the Cavs are dealing with at this moment, that's really, really important for the success of your team, especially in the regular season. So you have to give Jaylon Tyson, a rookie, a lot of credit for being able to capitalize on that opportunity, being able to stay ready behind the scenes, and being able to be effective in this kind of role. Same thing when it comes to Craig Porter Jr., because like I said, it's just not easy for these guys.